How about now? Maybe. Oh, yeah, apparently. Google Prime advert, I think. Already remember. What was it? Oh, it's Mr. Robot. Okay. Anyway, hello everybody, and welcome back to a much delayed stream. Well, not much delayed. It's only 2 weeks delayed, but you know, delayed a little bit stream. And yeah, it was delayed because last weekend I went to Berlin for my birthday. Yeah, because I'm old now, officially. I'm officially a year older than I was before, and that makes me older than I am. Well, I'm older now than I was then, put it this way. Oh, wow. I accidentally must have inadvertently dropped a block of iron in there somewhere. Not a block of iron, a block of stone. Right, anyway. Lots of things I want to try and get done today. I'm hoping that we're not going to get our faces chewed off by the first hostile mob. There are a few underground over there. Walls. The consensus from the consensus 2 comments suggested that instead of having this overhang which we've got here, what we should be doing is, I'm not sure if I chop this out. Yeah, they just come at pole. That's fine. What we should be doing is trying to get a more spiky walled affair. So we're going to have a bash at that. Hiya. I've already done a little bit of chisel and bit works up in the castle. Just I suppose not proactively doing some chisels and bits work, because this is potentially a well, it's a big job, and it's not one that I'm going to get all done this stream. But hey Potter, how's it going? You got your computer back, I tell you. Or a computer back, or maybe you're on your phone. Oh, you know what? It's scary. We were chatting the other day about how much technology has come on in our lifetimes, and it really is absolutely astounding when you start to look at what's happened with. Was very, very nice. Thank you, Swain. Very German. Right. Anyway, what was I going to say? So taking out all of this for starters. This I may, well, these will leave for the time being. The ones on the other side we will need to rip out. On the phone. Good. This technology, I say, is scary. When you consider that, you know, when I first started with computers, it had 1 whole kilobyte of RAM. 1 whole kilobyte. And yeah, well, if you're wondering what the bush walked straight down, this is my spike. This is the spike to go on top of a spruce log. So I've used oak, because oak is if you take a spruce log, oak is a kind of a nice colour, whereas the natural colour of a spruce plank is darker. And I figured that I think what we will end up with is a different one on some oak planks and things like that. Now, what I was thinking is I need to get, what do I need to get? That's what I wanted to try, yes. So lumber axe, the aborted lumber axe of doom, which never got upgraded, which it's got 5 modifiers. We can make it unbreakable, and if you recall, this was officially slower. Go on, back down. Lock the door behind you. This was slower than, I didn't bring any bone meal with me. We'll go out and find a tree. Than this axe. But it was pointed out to me that it's entirely possible that the reason this was slower is that it was trying to how do I put this? It was trying to use the tree felling function of the axe twice. So it was trying to break the whole tree above it as both a lumber axe and a thing. So if we take this is a nice big tree, and if I go and hammer this way, it's going to take a few moments and go bang, 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 and there we go. Whole load of stuff. More stuff than you can shake a stick at, of which we have got a goodly number of sticks actually. So that was pretty fast, and the lumber axe was actually pretty damn slow comparatively. And if we compare the two together, you know, that's got a speed of 2.19, that's got a speed of 12. But the question was raised, what happens if I do this? If I crouch and do that? It's about a similar speed, but it is a 5 modifier axe, which means we can use it to, if I can just get in here and pick up all the stuff, I don't want to miss anything. We can use the 5 modifiers and make it unbreakable, which means that in terms of actually growing and building the thing, feeling if this live version, it is definitely live. I'm definitely live. Last time I looked I was anyway. But yeah, so what we could do now is we could go and get this sorted out and actually unbreakable, which would mean that we could use it. So this has got, we actually did use all the unbreaking modifiers. That's the only downside to this. Not a problem. That's something for, I'm not going to go and start mining I have a Discord. I never get around to advertising it because I never get around to using it myself, so it will be a very cold and empty place. But I do have a Discord. I'll tell you what it is if you give me a second while I just turn these into sticks, and then it will make life a little bit easier for us. Damn it. It would have made life easier for it if I hadn't managed to completely fluff that. You can't, oh, we can get rid of those. That's handy because I don't really want all those saplings. And then can we do those into those? We can. There we go. Sorted. Hi folks. Well, we have updated, so hopefully that will prove. And if anybody does want to play, they only have to ask, and I can get them whitelisted. That is not a problem. Right. So armed with this, let's as the sun sets behind the trees. Right, there we go. Let's get sat down. So water is already now gone an issue. So yeah, if you've not seen the update, we are running hunger overhaul, which means that food is less valuable. That is a nourishing light meal, that is a snack, that is a morsel. But if you were to combine the various things, so if we were to make what else? If you were to make a stuffed duck, it would be a light meal. If you were to make a whole meal, wholesome large meal, it's things, and you get all the dairy and all the benefits from it as well. Hi Revenant, or bacon, or however you prefer. Pemmican, ew, that looks vile. Mince pie. Oh, just eat a mince pie right now. I know it's the wrong time of year. Light meal from that. So the thingy, let me just go and find that Discord channel, shall we? Well, I'll just go in there and find it. Where Where is my Discord channel? I've got all. The problem is I've got all of the Discords on here. So as per usual, where are we? Yeah, it's just on Discord. It's Titanium Gaming Media is the one. I think if I take that and come over here and pop, yes, it is. Or is always one of those things. Once you have got, there we go. We'll get rid of that for now. Right, where are we? Oh, once you've found an ore vein, you're going to be abundant. You're going to have more ore than you know what to do with. I'm just going to drop some of this off and drop those off for now. Right, what am I doing? Let me get you copied. We'll take that and that, and we'll head over this way and see how this works. Yeah. So obviously the objective of Not TFC is to try and make something as close to TFC in vanilla modern Minecraft without it being TFC. That is the plan. Who is what? Hang on. I'm seeing hostiles on the map and I just don't want to get my face eaten off. Feeling safer. So yeah, having a overly harsh system of survival is kind of implicit in the design spec, which I do realise if you're not particularly a hardcore player, that could be. I'm just going to take all of this out here. I know this probably would have been quicker if, in fact, it will be quicker if I go to quarters. And yeah, but it does mean that it obviously is a harder experience, and there really isn't much we can do about that. If we make it easier, I'll say the trick. If we get chance, I may. I'm not sure how brave I'm feeling, to be honest, but let me just take these out of here. I may go and see if we can't do a bit of archer or tower raiding this episode, because I haven't really done any of that yet anyway, so I suppose I should, and then you'll be able to see my trick with these buggers, and it works. I'll promise you that much. Right, let me go in here then. So if I wanted to shave a plane off of this, and I need, have I got, let me just check for starters. Yep, we have. Good. I need to go and put a connected plane on there, so that would be there. Now we'll think that would mean we have to change our wall around a little bit, quite a lot actually. So let's grab that out, and we need to do, I'm just trying to I'm kind of thinking out loud here at the same time as trying to do stuff. So that is also wall. So if I wanted, hang on. The obvious choice here, therefore, is to shave a layer off of that. Let me just take a layer off of there, and then place, what are you? You are the correct thing, so we shall do that. And we'll take you off of there, and we'll connected plane onto there, So the walkway is going to have to be different in that it's going to come along here on the inside. Right, that will do for now. We'll take this one and we're just going to place this as is. I mean, that one's actually pointless, so no, we'll not do that one there. We'll do it there. That is dark oak. Dark oak. I'll try one of the smaller ones. I want to do so. I would like to actually. I've only got 20. I've got 27 levels, so a little bit more levelage, and we'll be there. That was crate, wasn't it? So that would go there. Yes, that's right. That is right. And then, see, I'm very tempted. Can I get around that? I can. I'm very tempted. Yeah, let's do a double. Then let's do connected material. I know this is a bit tedious, but there you go. Such is the life of chisels and bits. So that gives us the spike. It's there. It's a bit low down, that one perhaps, but enchant. That's what I do with levels. Right, so what I want to do, I'm going to take you off actually. Gimme. I'm going to take that. I'm going to go and we'll bring this up. Now I need to check this out anyway. So if I wanted this to be about half, well, let's take that to there. Can I think I can justify. Yeah, works fine. So now we've got that spike, but then we can come in on here and we could have one higher up, and then we could have one that is actually lower down. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And just vary the heights of these as well. That's was one of the suggestions. So and that's what we're going to try. We'll go with. I need to get a little bit more oak and chisel it into that one. And then chisel it back. Is it getting dark? No, I don't know. I could just hear splashing. Yep, we're going to definitely mix them, match them in terms of height. Obviously we need to be able to see over, so 2 blocks would be, I think, too high. 1 block would obviously be make that a 2 block high thing, but if we take this now, change it into placement mode, and so as long as we shift, we can place this at the varying heights. And I think we'll get away with that. We should probably sleep. And I should also try and get these walkways on the inside done a little bit better. But, well, we can use that particular design. That won't hurt. Sleeping time. Find some sleeping bag and sleep. I'm not logging into the server. I'm going to do one here. That was what I that's what I intended anyway. Let's place one of those. I'm just going to place one of these down here, and let's clear that and do that. So we can just do these. That will work for most of these to give us the space we want. And there, yeah, that works. For one, logging into the server wouldn't help because I am totally unequipped on there, so I've got no chance of taking on even using any tricks or techniques. No, that's fine. We'll go with that one there, and then we'll do that there. Maybe that to there. So have a look. What do we think? Now the other thing is I can swap out those blocks. Oh right, yeah. Right, now do we think we need to make those higher up? I think they do need to be only just thoughts here. Do we need to have less variation in the height of the log, so there may be only 3 layers of 3 or 4? I haven't even got a stone sword, I've got a bush knife. Do we think 3 or 4 is a little bit? I think they need to come up and just kind of vary by no more than a quarter block. I think that's probably where I would go with that. Let's have a look. So if I were this, we can take you and just no. Take you to here, and then similarly to here, and that can come out. I mean, obviously, you know, it's a fort. Health and safety was never a consideration. They haven't got to worry about European health and safety regs or anything, so that's always a bonus when you're running a fort. That should be, I think, just a plain. Let me just take you, and that should just be plain, so I should be okay just popping you in. Now this is where I need to start figuring out what we're doing again, don't I? Yeah, I think I agree on that one. I'm going to just strip out, where are we? Strip out here. We'll come back and grab that in a moment. And oops, because that's a lot easier to get when you work it in a quarter. Yeah, as I say, I'm not going to do all of the wall. I just want, if I can get this section done, or at least started, then we'll be in a position where we can continue and I can work it off camera. So anyway, I hope everybody's had a good weekend. I've had an interesting weekend in that I have some, well, bad news. Bad news, everybody. Sid's Modded Life is dead. The current world has now corrupted. Well, not corrupted. The corruption obviously was already there. It's not got any worse because I've replaced the hard drive, but I did do some updates to the mods, and I can't get the damn thing to work at all now. I spent about 5 hours on it. So it is pretty much dead, which is a pain. But on the flip side, because I've got a new hard drive and because the corruption I had on the rebooted version of the 1.12 version of Sid's Modded Life, I'm confident that that was now actually a hard drive mechanical failure and not a mod pack related failure. It means that I've now got season 2 of Sid's Modded Life. So everything is not lost, really. It's things. So all right, how much variation is there? That's still too much, I think. But that one's all right because that's a full block. So we'll take you out. Very probably. But the thing is, you know, there's no point in just giving up. You've got to push it. So if I want you, that's the maximum of 4, and this kind of becomes the height we want you at. And then we'll shift and we will place you there. Okay, that should work, so I should be okay to chop. Ooh, no, that shouldn't. Okay, we'll take that, that's fine. Yeah, it was I don't know, I think it was just one of those things that wasn't meant to be. And oh, hang on, 1, 2, 3. Let me just try that, shall we? It's a little bit lower, but we can place that on there. That one I think wants to come up. You know what? That needs to get out of my bloody face. Okay, we'll have you and you, and then that can go 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe that's 2 down. That's fine. I don't mind that at all. So there. And then this will come up. So as long as we kind of like go up and down by 2s and 3s. Yes, there is. I agree. I think there are. Well, yeah, my position on 1.5 mod packs is on mod packs and in general and updating in general is well known. I think that we need to have a period of stability where mod authors can get their stuff together, pack authors can get their stuff together, and everybody is happy. And obviously what we've got at the moment, we've got Thermalcraft in 1.10, we've got 1.13 around the window, around the corner, and that is going to be disruptive. I don't care what anybody says, that is going to be a disruptive update. Everybody wants, well, at least you see it and go, oh, the turtles. It's like, well, sure, I just heard a skeleton. We've had these things for an age anyway. It's nothing new. So getting excited about turtles, you could have had that with Mo Creatures. Yeah, I think that. I don't know. We'll have a. The difficulty is getting them at a height where you could reach over and fire. Now, obviously, we can. I mean, I can't duck any more than looking like I'm slightly constipated and hiding behind here. But you have got cover there, and then you can get out and. So that I think is about the lowest they want to go. Maybe that one needs to come up a little like that. Can I sleep on this? Is this a stupid question? No, of course you can't. And it's not quite going down yet. Yeah, it's becoming more of an issue for Minecraft, I think, than it used to be. I think 1.7 has spoilt us, but my concern is now, you see, is we're seeing people pushing for Azanor to wait for 1.13 for Thorncraft, not to go to 112. Now, that to me will just fragment the problem further. You know, we are potentially going to be seeing. Oops. Oh, I've run out of that, have I? Okay, that's not a problem. See, that's a full height. So we can definitely do something with that. If I were to go over. Oh, hang on. Hang on a second. You know what I've not done here? Oh, bugger. Apart from the fact that I just saw that. I thought that was something coming to attack me. That scared me half to death. I thought I was going to be attacked by... I don't even know what it was. It was just a thing. Yeah, it's an awkward problem, and it's not a problem, like you say, it's not a problem which has an easy fix, unfortunately. It's a problem which is going to come back and haunt us over and over again, I think. Now, at the end of the day, Mojang don't care. Mojang is still selling their game, so, you know, I mean, I'm sure they care on a purely creative level, but, you know, on a commercial business level, nah, of course not. Why would you? You don't need to. Right, I need to what can we do? If I place, no, that's not the right, thank you. That was dark oak, I want spruce. And then if I were to go and, well, probably the easiest thing is just to break these down into blocks and into bits, and then rebuild these walls. But it is an awkward. It's an awkward situation to be in. Anyway, I'm not going to go on about this. I've gone on about this repeatedly on many occasions. I don't think anything is going to change. I do hope that Azanor gets Thorncraft out for 1.12. Not because I think it's the greatest magic mod ever, because I actually don't. I think it's a good magic mod. I don't think it's the best. I don't think there is a best. If you were to ask me to pick a best, I would say there isn't one. They all have strengths and weaknesses. I think I collared that one. Yeah. So, I mean, I think Thorncraft has got some of the nicest visuals and some very, very strong game mechanics, but I think, you know, when you're coming to play a game, and I've said this before, I will say it again, you know, if you're playing Minecraft and you want a powerful armor, you're not going to use Thorncraft armor unless that's better, unless the only alternative is that or vanilla, because Thorncraft armor isn't actually as good as, say, Blood Magic armor. Blood Magic armor is actually better, in my opinion, than Thorncraft armor. Of course, you may want to go with Britannia armor, because that's got the advantage that it's, you know, it's got built-in repair, and you know that would be a benefit for anybody, wouldn't it? Alright, I'm going to pop these on, and then we can shorten these by a variety of lengths rather than the other way around. Except for that one there, of course, which, you know, is oak and we'll have to come back to. If I do change them up, I will change them all up. I'll come back and do a few randomly. Not too many, but enough to make it worthwhile, I think. Okay. And then we can come around here and let's go down 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 1, da 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 da. I'll leave that one actually where it is. Oops. Undo. Just take these out a little bit at a time and we'll be away. Right, now here's an interesting one. If you were talking about a mod author who did this purely for fun and they made they had no financial relationship with me, and I've had this thought a while actually. So let's talk about Patreon. So I support currently 3 mod authors on Patreon. Sorry, 2 mod authors and a YouTuber. Because I like what they do, and you know, I use their mods, and you know, I want to support them, and it's only fractional. We need to go for placement. Okay, it is only a small Patreon. You know, it's not. I'm not talking vast sums of monetary wealth here. Now, the moment I have a Patreon account, a Patreon relationship with a mod writer, I actually have a right to say to them what I want. Now, you may think this is controversial. Hell, probably is controversial. But people sit there and say, well, these people are writing mods out of the goodness of their heart. And you know, they do it in their free time, and you know, you can't really go around telling them or complaining when they don't update. And again, I'm going to beg to differ. If you have a commercial relationship with somebody, you have a degree of a right to expect certain things from them. Not, you know, you don't get the right to, you know, a solid right, but you're a customer. You have a customer relationship with them. Now, let's go and talk Thorncraft. And I don't know Azanor. I've never actually spoke to Azanor. I'm sure Azanor is a perfectly wonderful and lovely person. But Azanor was, the last time I looked, bringing home around about 12 or possibly even slightly more, $1,300 a month. In fact, let's have a look. Let's go for Azanor Patreon. What's his current position? $1,594 a month. Now, I don't know about you. I mean, $1,940 a month to me is not a living wage. But I think the people who are paying him $1,594 a month have got a right to expect something for their money. And, you know, if they all turn around and say, we don't want 110, we want 112, I think they would have a right to say so. I also think they have a right to say we don't want 112, wait till 113, and screw the rest of us that don't pay in on the Patreon. You know, that's also absolutely fair. Oh, comment. Let me just undo that one. Yeah, they need you get to a certain level of popularity, and I'm afraid you need to start to run your business as a business, and you need to be business-like when you run your business as a business. And you know, if your customers, your Patreons, go, we want this, you have to take that as a customer vote, not just as against your creative talent. You know, that's it. As I say, I realise some people may disagree with this, and it may come across, some people may find it a little controversial, but you know, I just think if somebody's making a substantial sum of money from mod authorship, they have a different relationship with the community than someone who does it out of the goodness of their own heart and has no solid, you know, relationship with the community that they're working with. They're just, you know, the community are the players who play their mods, and you know, by all means, if you are if you're not a Patreon and I sit there and say I think your mod should do this, you could and to some degree probably should take it as a, you know, as read that I like that, that maybe that's what you should be doing, but I think you also need to, you know, you can take that with a pinch of salt. I have no commercial relationship with you, so you get to say no. Well, cut a long story short, you get to say no. You know, it really is that simple. You get to say I don't want to do that. Now you still get to say I don't want to do that if you have people who are Patreons, but I think it's harder. I think the line is drawn somewhat further in that sand, in the sand there, you know, as to saying, well, you should. Right, let's go and have a look at this from the outside. I'm going to ditch some stuff off, grab the next thing I want to do is not play around with the walls all day today, but I will take these out of the way, and that looks pretty good. I'm happy with that. We'll take this off as well, just get it out of the way, and we'll take that. That is going to go in. I'm going to create a store somewhere for templates of all of the chisels and bits designs that we have. So I'm not sure about that. I've always got them in the world, but you know. In fact, we're going to have a look outside first, aren't we? Let's do that. Yeah, I think what we need to do now is vary some of the wood, because that is still, yeah, I think it needs some variation in the log types. Not a huge amount, just a little bit. I'm not sure about splitting them, whether you could get away with putting a log so far up and then a different log in there. That is, yeah, a bit more awkward to work on. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I don't really need to actually, oh god, this is chisels and bits is spoiling me, but that I think works. So yeah, my position on mod authors: if you have a commercial relationship with your users, then they have a right to expect you to do certain things. That's the long and the short. Right, let us go and have a look at the next thing we need to do. And as we say, we need food. Food is important. We also need to make sure we are doing this in such a way as to maximize our food. We haven't had winter yet, fortunately. If you're playing on the server, then you have almost certainly had winter. I know one or two of you have had winter, so yeah. Let me just pop this up there for now, and those. We'll very quickly grab this because string is going to be valuable, as are all these seeds. And remember, if you're worrying about winter and food on the server, you only need to plant one seed, and then make plant balls and use plant balls to spread them, and that will give you, yeah, yeah. Now we're getting into real chisels and bits territory. So anyway, let's go and just pop all of this away. Pop that and that and that and that away, and then and that away, and then we shall grab you, and we shall place all of the bits in there. It's not too bad. That, I think we can probably, you know what, if I get rid of it I'm going to regret it later. Okay, let's get rid of those out of my inventory. You, what is the, oh yeah, you're wood, not, yeah, that's right. I'm just wondering why that was healing. Okay, where was I? How are we for clay of the heart? We've got plenty. So cooking for blockheads, we need to cook a book. We need to cook a book, literally. That's the first thing. So have I got, yeah, I've got some cooked calamari in there as well. That's nice. So let's cook the books, and because we're going to need to make more nutritional food than we're currently making, and we've got that. Now the uses for that are quite simply 2 diamonds and 2 crafting tables. So we need 2 of these, and then we're going to need, I don't think I will have any crafting tables in there, will I? No, but I will have that, and we'll take those and upgrade you to that. You need it, especially now with the hunger overhaul, because plants grow slower and things. So cooking table is, oh, why did I think that was, so it's just that. So right, we're going to need, let's start off with the cooking table. We need to cook some clay. I'm going to just do 32, I think, to start off with. Oh no, you're not. I forgot about that. Alright, yeah, we need to do this the hard way. Well, we need to do this one of 2 hard ways. We could go and have a look and see if I've got, I don't think I've found a mesa biome anywhere yet, have I? No. So let's have a look. No, backpack. So compass. Compass is iron and redstone off the top of my head, isn't it? And a nature's compass, yeah, okay, so we just need a bit of redstone and iron, and then a nature's compass is logs and saplings. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we got logs. Let's go and make that. Let's see what kind of distances we're talking about for a mesa biome. Okay, and blub, and then oh, I need 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I can't remember whether the sapling went on the outside or the inside. Of course, it went on the other way, the way I did it, but there we go. So if I sit there and say I want a mesa, Where are we? That way, 3,000 blocks. It's doable. We've got food. If I were to go and... Damn you, Pam. Alright, toast is not happening then. We could, what else can we make? Can we make anything with the bread that with what we got? Chestnut butter. Pistachio, I don't think I've got any of that. Yeah. What have we got that I can actually make that will give us nachos? He's not even on the table. Calamari, butter. Yeah, we are definitely going to need to do something a bit more radical, I think. Do we think I've got enough food on me? Yes. The pineapple, unfortunately, when you... Whoops. Intriguing. I'm trying to drink out the portcullis. When you... install the hunger overhaul, it changes the thing. Right, we're heading this way. 3,000 blocks. This is going to be entertaining. I didn't put anything like waystones in, did I? No. So there is absolutely no bloody... Oh, and we got to sleep before we go anywhere. There's no teleportation. I really should have put at least some teleportation into this. It's 3,000. It's not that far. You know, people talk about 3,000 blocks as if it's an absolute massive distance, and it really isn't that far. Yeah, platinum shouldn't have been in. It was automatically generated by the Geolysis mod, and naturally that means that you know, it's there by default. Same with uranium, and I would love to if I can come up with a way to, I mean, platinum, yeah, we could use it for other some of the I don't know. Wow, where am I going? Where am I, in fact? There. So we're heading that way, a fair old distance. We'll just follow the compass. We'll drink when we get a bit further along. If we see any deposits, then we'll be in a good place as well. And if I get hungry, then there's always the gardens. There seems to be plenty of those around. Yeah, what am I doing? I'm trying to get up here. That's what I'm trying to do. So yeah, that's a thing. Wow, this is Signpost does look an interesting one. I mean, there's a lot of interesting mods, but I kind of steered away from teleportation on the basis that, well, it's, you know, it's not TFC, which is obviously vanilla TFC. Has no teleportation, so I tried to not include teleportation in this. To be fair, it has other things. It doesn't have villages either, and automation and drawbridges, so, you know, swings and roundabouts really. But well, let's see where we end up. So I may have to make a boat. That's a very, very serious possibility. A boat could be a thing that would be beneficial. What is my what's my food like as well? It's all right at the moment. That could go Where are we now? My God. Mind you, we're at boat territory now, and boat territory changes the entire thing, doesn't it? So let's drink that bottle. Let's grab my bench, grab some, couple of those, some of that. That will make me one of. Ooh, you're not going to let me make a boat out of Brazilian pine, you gid. Alright, we'll do it out of oak then. I don't really care. There, thank you. So gracious of you. And then we'll pop that away and that away. And let's go. Yeah, this changes the boat. If you're wanting to get around, you've got to go for the boat. Thought I might have removed it actually when I upgraded. That's a possibility. There is when I download this, when I upgrade the server, I basically download the mod folder, remove it, and then reinstall it. Which obviously, you know, means that any mods that were server-side mods get taken out. So I can add that in. That's not a problem. 2000. Let's try and work our way on the water surface. I'm not too worried about minerals at the moment. We've got quite a few signposted, so and in fact that was just an island. Watch me find a bloody a temple when I don't actually want one. No, let's go that way. Looks like 1 foot again. But that's not a problem. Yeah, it'll be I will be very. Give me that bloody boat. I'd love to go to the seaside or to a harbour somewhere and see some guy furiously belting 9 bells of crap out of a boat to try and pick it up, rather than, you know, doing the sensible thing of, you know, picking it up. I think that would be quite amusing to watch. Briefly. Spectator mode. I don't have spectator. Well, we don't have spectator mode because we're not using commands, and except for when, you know, the game completely shafts me. Hello. Slight detour. Found. Oh, hello. Right, what are you? Sphalerite. It's a long way to come for sphalerite. If we need it, we'll come. You know what? I've done this in TFC before. Let me mark it. Sphalerite. Save. Close. Right, where was I? I'm going over here now. There's that castle there. Now, castle could be a really bad idea, especially when we're this far away from home. Could be, but it could also be an opportunity, especially we've got a village here where we can borrow some of the villagers. Ooh, we'll have the broccoli. A bit. Hey, come here. A little bit of broccoli always goes down nicely. Seaweed hasn't grown, and we'll have the. Oh, they're not actually live. Okay, and they only stack smaller as well, just because. Hunger overhaul for the win. Right, get these before these chuckleheads get them. Well, we can't. Excuse me, thank you. They're almost like, what do I do here? I don't know what I'm doing. T-light, yeah. T-light is tin. Add a marker. Tin and close, and where are we? Let's have a look what we're at then. So we're here now. This castle, the entrance is going to be, I think, this side. But man, it's a real difficult it's a difficult decision. If they get me, they're going to get me good. And they're not trivial. Excuse me, sir. I'd like to make a withdrawal from your library. Saves me pinching the contents of... Oh man, I should have emptied this before I set off, shouldn't I? Oh well. Yes, I really should have emptied this before I set off. Iron leggings, diamond horse armour, leave the beetroot seeds, and there's nothing else I want to leave, damn it. We'll worry about that one in a moment. Let's have a look, see what the situation of this castle. Coal sample. Okay. Now, if you're going to try and do these things, you could just get yourself really well equipped. That is an option, and then just go in and give them hell. This castle is not so ideally suited because there we go. What you do is you basically, if you get close enough, they'll come after you. So what you want to do is basically get in nice and close and do a Steve Irwin, or not, as the case may be. Now you see these guys are all pissed off at me, so they're all going to come at me, and what we're going to do is basically lure them in from a distance. I think we're alright there. We can probably get away with sleeping because he can't get out. We'll take a chance. The only drawback here is we're now going to get a whole load of stuff, and I've got no means of carrying it easily. I'm going to have to leave some crap behind, I think. I might be able to get him. Well, not like that, I won't. Hello. Hey. Stupid, I'm over here. I'm going to break this bow at this rate if I'm not careful. But if you're careful, you can get away with this. Thought that was a bloke then. Wow, there's a lot of them in there. Alright, we're going to have to back away, I think, and try and figure out whether we can repair this bow. It's a wooden bow, so we should be okay, and we've got plenty of ammo on the arrow. Well, the oars are reasonably straightforward. I've got a use for you. I can get a nugget out of you. I'll keep you for now. Let's put down our tool station. And Let's well, we need some more wood, don't we? That's always helpful when you want to use. Okay, and I don't know, that's manually narrow, idiot. That's not going to work. Alright, what are we doing? That and that. Right. Oh, we need to eat something. We'll have a pineapple because they're always good. Right. So let's address ores. When you find ores, what you're looking for is, you don't need a huge amount, remember, you only need 2 ores. Look for these piles. This is obviously coal, it's not ideal, but if it were not coal, it'd be something else. When you find those, mark it on your journey map and then pick it up. And I've got 2 iron ingots there now, which obviously I can smelt, or I could cook in there. If I smelt them, I'll get 4. You know, there's no hard or hey oh, you swines. Ow. 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 You vicious little gits. They followed me all the way. Oh, hi Brian. Okay, right, anyway, let me just try and make some sense out of my inventory a little bit, because this is getting out of hand. Ow! Alright, this is getting definitely out of hand. Are there any more of these guys around here? Let's go and have a look. See him there. I would say we've almost cleared out the archers, because they've all bloody followed me. Now there's that's a swordsman. Can't believe they actually tracked me. Hey. Die. I'm nervous. I should eat. I should eat. There's a lot of bows on the floor, but that's all there appears to be is bows. I think we cleared it. Oh man, that would have been embarrassing if I'm sat there going, oh, this is how you do it, and then I died. This is a reason. This is a kind of a mid-range one, by the way. This is it's not the one with really good look. Oh, he says it's not the one with really hello. Oh, you are absolutely yanking my plank here. Christ, look at that. I think I might need to alter the loot tables a little bit somewhere along the lines there. Those are overkill. There is a back door here, by the way, if you ever want to get in on one of these ones. That is definitely overkill. We'll shut that for a moment. Okay. Well, I've got a bloody issue now, haven't I? None of these stack. Cooked horse. Ew. Chicken gumbo. Korean dinner. No comments on Korean dinner, okay. I don't want any racial stereotypes. Alright, maybe one. Hearty breakfast. Oh, this is... Damn it. No. See, we got a backpack. That's what we got. I don't think I can make that with what we got here. And again, we got that. That's a definite keeper. The iron leggings, you know what? They are not a keeper. Bacon mushroom. I mean, these. Oh man, this is. Oh, this is so depressingly disappointing. Okay. What we need to do is we need to make. Oh, of course, we turned that off, didn't we? Right. So we need to do that. And then we can cook you in there to make bread. Well, that sorts that particular problem out. Let's have a look what we got in here. That's crap. Wherever it went. Definitely take that for that. Spaghetti and meatballs. You know what? There really is nothing in it, is there? Especially when you've got things that have got. It does, but I'm not carrying that all the way back. That would weigh a ton. Alright, we got you, got the books, they're in there, that can come out, that can come out, they can come out, that can come out. Definitely want to keep those bits, those can go. Copper, well bronze actually, pro picks, line boots, sticks. Well, let me start placing. I need to get. You know, that's not going to help me, is it? Let me chuck it down here. There. Let me get this. This is well, this is the point in modded my thing where I will be going. I'll be back in a moment, because this is what I'm like when I'm like, oh man, and then I start panicking and I can't take all the good stuff and yada yada. You know what? That's 4 nickel, tin actually. We can get rid. And what else we got in here? Carrots, bye bye. Broccoli, we'll get rid of half of them. Berries, bye bye. Pineapple, bye bye. Definitely keep you, definitely keep that. The bread will keep. The gelatinous slime drops, I'll keep it. Right, what else we got then? Let me just get rid of some stuff. I've got more iron than I know what to do with. I know I'm not saying that to rub it in. It's just the way it is. We're not shy of iron. Alright, now what else we got? We got those. We can get those and we can turn those into stick bundles. And we can keep those, that's good, and then the sticks can bagger off. We should probably sleep if we can. Possibility. Delighted meal. Definitely 2, 4, 6. Epic bacon and bacon mushroom burgers are an absolute keeper. That that can go. Did I? Yeah, get rid of that. Put that in there. There's a lot of them, so I'll keep them. They are, even though these meals are considerably better. We'll just get rid of this stuff over here, and then we can. All I want to do is go and get this bloody concrete, and this is sat here, just taking the piss. See, the bones I'll keep because they are actually pretty good. Take the curry. We'll take the spaghetti and meatballs. Thankful dinner, top tier food, always edible, buffs the player. Absolutely have those. Didn't see those before. Any more of those? Yes. We'll have those. Man, this is this is bloody hard work. You know what? We'll leave it at that. That is enough. Let's. What I should have done before I set off out is come out with a very definite thing. I also wanted just to. I made a change to my journey map settings on my. That stops the oh, hey, you. That was very naughty of you. Right, what was I doing? I was going for this compass, which is 1,300 blocks that way. We can do that. We can manage 1,300. That's fine. It's I'll live with that. The other ones are, aren't they? Yes. So we can kind of, you know, mix it. But having something you can always eat that's got a saturation of that value is ideal if you're going into any combat situation that you know where you're going to get into a fight. That's the way I look at it anyway. Right, let's go and find this damn mesa, and then I just need to get some hardened clay, and that will be, I will be a very happy. Oh wow, they're pretty flowers. No, we're not getting them. No, I've got no inventory space. No, So yeah, the Young Hunger overhaul has definitely changed the stacking ability of the food. That castle was ludicrous. I need to have a look at the loot tables. I don't know what loot table that uses or where. I mean, whether it's, I mean, I don't know. I genuinely do not know which way that has come from, but I suppose at the end of the day you do have to, especially with the way those gits tracked me back to that village. They were relentless. So I suppose you are taking your chances with that one. But that's what I mean when I say kiting them, by the way. Get out there and kite them. Now, if you... I was saying when we find... I'll see whether I can find another thing. So, the fact that you've not dug down and got any of these ores, and for example, with Limonite, which is an absolute pain because you can't mine it until you've got a diamond level pick, or, you know, a top level pick. So, yeah, we're talking, yeah, an iron product, which is not mineable with an iron pick or iron level pick. Nitrous is a real pain in the backside because you're sitting there, you're looking for iron, and then you find iron, but it's limonite. So you know if you dig down to it, you can't mine it, which is, yeah, poo. But if you find it or more importantly, when you find kimberlite, which is even better one to find early doors, and there are, it's not that rare. I need to find a way down here. Then you get your kimberlite, and you make a. No, you know, actually, no, you can't in this because I've disabled it. Duh. This is when you're playing around with mod packs, you tend to forget what you've done in any one pack. So you basically go out, you get your bronze, and then you do a sharpening kit, or you do a sharpening kit, or a diamond to sharpen an iron, or whatever. But you just need to get yourself up. Now this one here is safe. It's a village. It's a natural way. So a town, actually, they call it in ancient warfare. This is what they call a town. It has. It's only 700 blocks that way. It's always the same. So if you can get in here, then there will always be a librarian. There will always be a forge, and obviously a bunch of guys buying and selling stuff. The librarian that I'm. Oh, yeah, the loot table's screwed up. I'm going to have to fix that. I'll have that though. I'll leave the string. We'll leave everything else. I know that I can smelt to gold, but I'll live. That is, yeah, the loot table's screwed up. Take advantage of it while you can, because as soon as I can fix it, I will do. That is definitely screwed up. And the only thing that could have screwed it up is the nutrition mod, which is interesting in its own right. Not the nutrition, the hunger overhaul. Meow. I love the fact you can do this now. I used to hate boats that were so flimsy that they hit a lily pad and broke. Almost there, and then we can make a kitchen. Beat the boat. There we go, and get rid of that because we don't want them. Bauxite, yeah, no use to me whatsoever. Bauxite, no use, and they're definitely not at this range anyway. Malachite, copper. Where are we going now? So we're heading over here, about 400 blocks. We should be seeing it on the horizon soon. Iron brew. I heard a rumour, and I don't know what the truth of this is. Obviously, if you don't live in the UK, you've probably never even heard of iron brew. Well, I say, yeah, in the UK, so we're being inclusive. We're brewed in Scotland from Garders, apparently. But I heard a rumour that the iron brew factory has shut down production of its its sugared, full sugared one on the basis that it has got too much sugar in it, and it's been instructed to shut it down. Fortunately, I go for the sugar-free one because, you know, I'm a diet, kind of dieting. Where's my mesa? There, I see it. Yeah, so, but if you've not had iron brew, then I seriously recommend it. It's a lovely drink. And I actually can't think of a description of anything. I'm just going to eat one of them. Man, this is going to take a while. And we have strength, resistance, and well fed. Come at me. I'll just drink out of the water. I know I've got a water bottle left, but I'll save that for when we need it. Okay, so this is what I had to do to avoid making a clay pit. I could have made a clay pit. There's no reason why I couldn't make a clay pit. I just didn't want to make a clay pit. What I am interested at, there's a minecart there. Let's go see what that is, because that should be on a different loot table. Now, that is screwed up big time. Okay, well, we'll have the gold. We'll have the torches. We'll have those torches. And we'll definitely take the redstone. And we'll take the bread. And we'll leave that. We're on tonight. So I just need to get hardened clay here, don't I? That's my mission. I don't even need to stray too far into the mesa. I just want this stuff here. And I only want this. I don't want I think that's right, isn't it? Hang on. Better check. Yeah. That's a hell of a lot too much. I say I'm going to have to check out the nutrition mod and see how that's even got in there, because it shouldn't have got that much. I can live with the fact that it has recalculated the plant's pineapple and basically halved the value of it, which is rather than the quarter value that I'd originally assigned. That I can live with. I'm gonna take. Let me check this. Uses for that are kitchen counters. Good. As long as that is, we can make those. I am fine with that. I heard something. Was it? You know when you hear footsteps and you just want to make sure that it's not something sneaky or creepy coming up on you. Right, we'll do it this way. We'll just take 2 stacks. That will be more than adequate for what we need. I mean, knowing this is here is enough. Let's do. I like it. You know, I would much prefer if you could just take a full stack of something and drop it into your inventory, and then go back and always have the part stack on your hotbar. Because I find it much more useful to be able to see what I need. Right. Let's have a look. Where are we? And where are we going back to? So if I go, let's go this way down, and that way we can uncover some more terrain and see what else. Well, once we get back, we'll make the kitchen, and then you'll be able to see the difference that it does make. Although you can obviously carry less, but that loot is ludicrous. Ludicrous. Need to sort it. We can put that away now as well, can't we? Can we swap you out for a bite of something to eat? Say that. Not that we'll. I will be very surprised if. I don't like this. Hang on. Be very surprised if we get close to a point where we actually need it, because the saturation and everything is so ludicrously high on those things. But we'll get there. We'll take a stroll back the other direction. See what else we can see. Well, not the other direction, going back, but you know, kind of looping around a bit. Yeah, well, Pam's has been nerfed anyway. It's Pam has been controversially changing a few things and adding things, so you know, and that's fine. The problem with it, the problem always comes down to Pam's adds an absolute bucket load of food types, and we tend to, as players, because I'm as guilty as the next person for this one. Watch them bloody things. Watch them things. Chunk. All right, yeah. Let's not watch them things. Let's walk blindly into those things then. The problem with most players is that they will find a food and stick to it. They'll do one, and there's no incentive to go further. You don't need. Yes, granite. Just looked very odd. I've not seen that before. And it's the same with most things. You know, we get to a certain point and we don't want to change. We don't want to use anything else. And I've said this before when I did the mage packs. Well, there's that element. There is the work element to it, but there is also the downside. Now, I actually think what would be beneficial for PAMs would be to make the more complex things. So in the same way that these have edible and buffs, make the food actually have buffs over and above just feeding you. So yes, it's, you know, it restores 5 shanks of hunger and, you know, maybe double that saturation or whatever it may be, but at the same time you need to make it so it is, oh god, I'm not going in there. Right, let's skirt them, give them a wide berth, just because I don't want to go and get upset about the loot that's in the chests again. Again, it's the same castle. It's going to be relatively easy to take out. The other ones, there's a bigger castle which has got oh, that's the back door entrance. Okay. The bigger castle has got usually a Legion commander with you know, diamond gear, as has the big camp. I think that's probably what you found, the big camp, by the sounds of it, and that one will absolutely wreck your face if you're not careful. Fortunately, the NPCs in Ancient Warfare are as bad as they always were at pathfinding, and they'll get jammed on fences and all sorts of good things like that. So that's always another one to remember, is that fences are your friend when fighting Ancient Warfare NPCs. Fences are friends, not food. No, that was Finding Nemo, wasn't it? Right, let's try and get back home, and then we can do some more work on this kitchen and get the food situation, well, not under control. The food situation is well under control now, thanks to those loot boxes. But oh my god, it's a loot box. The loot box controversy is haunting us in Minecraft as well. No, it's not. Where are we? So yeah, what else have we got to go on about? So I'm older. I'm not necessarily wiser. Oh yeah, that was the other thing. We've got a builder coming in 2 weeks. Starts in 2 weeks. So we're having our bathroom refurbished. Exciting stuff, I'm sure. No, we're having a completely new bathroom fitted. And before we do that, before we have the bathroom fitted, we are going all out to have a ensuite fitted in our attic room, which is our room. So yeah, I spent the weekend out shopping for tiles and stuff. The other great thing about boats is you just have to sit there and press W, and you can more or less not worry about anything else. So yeah, I've got that one to come. That's going to be disruptive. Where am I now? Show me. I'm here. Go that way. Bet you can't drink while you're in a boat, can you? No. It's good deep oceans as well. Yeah, I mean, Life in the Woods Renaissance had a similar problem with lag, but to be fair, that pack had a lot of generation heavy, terrain generation heavy features, so you know it wasn't that surprising. But yeah, where are we? What is that? We're here, coming up on that island. I'm just gonna we'll keep on going. Oh, hello, what's down there? Is that another island? Whee! I love the fact that boats almost have drift. Like Tokyo Drift Minecraft edition. Right, let's get in here and we'll sleep and the world will be good and it will be happy. The other thing is a great improvement is the fact that those things don't just fly away the moment you park. The good old escaping boat syndrome that we had. So yeah, we've had a lot of things, but yeah, it's Life in the Woods was a nice pack, and oh, hang on. You know, when I looked at doing Nomad, the Nomad 2, I was kind of torn between, do I go for a Life in the Woods or do I go for something that's a little bit harder in terms of its, you know, playability, which is why I went with Tough as Nails. I will be honest, if I was doing it again, I wouldn't. I would go back to I would definitely go back to doing it. Is it going to be quicker to? Right. Let's see whether we can, because we have a teleport now. In season 3 of my Terra Firma craft, I added the boats mod, and we went pretty much everywhere by boat. It was pretty much vital, and it might be that it's worthwhile. Not that one. We need to go down there. Okay. Actually hollowing out and making the river navigable right back to the base, because that would actually double up and give it having a purpose to a dock as well. Because let's be honest, most of the time when we build docks and stuff in Minecraft, we're building it for no reason other than well, other than we want to. Wow. I'm surprised look at your Minecraft avatar's not got arms like Popeye as well, though, because this is some serious speed he's rowing at. Alright, here we go. We are... This river here should get us in. Now the question is it navigable? It is just... okay. We need to help it along just a little bit. To there. I think we could probably actually widen that, but I'll not do that right now. We'll well, let's get... I mean, I suppose it does make sense. Make it. I mean, again, if you are familiar with UK history and our industrial history, yeah, one of the huge and actually pretty amazing. I need more inventory space. God damn it. Hang on. You know what? We'll oh, I could have done that anyway. Damn it. Hang on. Let me get that away then as well. And then I just want to get one of those. Just let's make this, you know, let's not just do half measures. Let's we can do this proper. There's a right way and a wrong way of doing any job. Yeah, I've never actually considered the fact that he rose forwards. That is. Let's go. Oh crap! Here we go. And picked up a load of crap, but that doesn't matter. And we continue on. Did I pick the right river? Fairly certain I did. Let me just check. This goes. Yes, I did. It goes all the way around. Excellent. Let's. I mean, it's a bit meandering, but then it's a river, so that's what rivers do. Oh, and here we go. All right. Do the thing again. Yeah, if I remember rightly, the canals when they were done, oh Christ, let me just get out of this, were called navigations. No worries. And I mean, they were literally, I mean, when you consider the amount of sheer manpower involved with building the old canals, it is actually almost scary. No, get me in. Right, come on. And please allow me to navigate further this time. Okay. Needs a little bit of work, I think, but we're getting there. We can almost get from our base to the ocean in a boat without having to get out, which is going to be useful, I think. Right, let's get rid of you. Let's go and get one of you, and we can at least have that ready. Oh, come on. That should do us, shouldn't it? We must be getting fairly close to the island now. Okay. Oh, let me in. Here we go, and we're off again. A lot of sedimentation in my. Oh, there we go. Not quite, almost. I mean, so close. So close, but so far. Well, so near, but so far, I think was the actual phrase, wasn't it? Get rid of that again. Get one of them. Do that. Fix it. Must be getting close to fix there. Right, and through. There we go. We now have a navigable river. Yeah. I'm kind of torn either way. It doesn't really make that big a difference, but hey, thank you. Right, we'll leave that there at the dock. We're home. Do you think it would have been easier to actually make hardened clay? Probably would have been, but nowhere near as much fun, and we would have not figured out this loot table controversy. Definitely not figured out the loot table controversy that we've got going on here with all of this lovely food. Alright, let's go and make some stuff. Still got me, of course I was carrying stuff I didn't even need around with me as well. So let's get our cooking with blockheads. And first thing we want is a cooking table, so we're going to want some stone. Alright, so the first thing we're going to have to do is cook some stone. In fact, the second thing we're also going to do is cook some more stone. How are we doing down here? Any yeah, we've got some good maturity going on. I don't need to harvest that right now. Yes, I do. I will need a dock. The dock will also double as a fishing pier for fishermen. Okay, so we're going to take you and you, and then we're going to grab some of that, and we are going to do that, and that will give us that. We're going to want probably those. We definitely want a we got the sink, haven't we? That's right. Kitchen counter, kitchen corner. They really have simplified this a lot, haven't they? So we want chests, which we've got. Furnace, we can make that one. And give me that. Needs, oh, you need black stained glass, don't you? You're going to be awkward about this as well, I bet. Yes, you are. Take that out in a moment. There we go. And we'll stick that bit of sand in. That will help. So if I want to make that, now the toaster, yeah, all right. I will. And then we can all laugh at them when they can't navigate around anywhere, which is the real fun bit, of course. So for the time being, I'm going to stick our kitchen. I don't know where to put the kitchen now. This is the one thing that is an issue for me, is that I am not entirely sure where to put the kitchen. And that is missing. Pop that in there for now. You know what? I think we, yeah, I don't know. Oh, can you? What, just with dye? Oh, interesting. I've not played with with cut blockheads since they did the big update. Right, I want have I got iron doors? Have I made iron doors anywhere? I haven't got iron doors, so we'll make iron doors. 3 of those, bargain at half the price. 1, 2. Have a fridge. Always a good kitchen addition. A fridge freezer. Which we'll put there. Now we'll take you out. I'm going to stick you in the fridge, and that will come out there, and we'll put you there. Right, oven. Let's have a look. Oven was that. We need the black glass, and we're good. Ink sac. Oh Christ. What castle is it? Is it one of the big guard camps? I'm curious. Or is it one of the larger castles? Right. Pop that there. Okay. Then I want to... What's the corner unit? That's just solid. No. That has nothing other than yep, toaster is definitely on the menu. I'm just trying to figure out if I can get away. Can you get that? That's not, really isn't going to bloody work very well like this, is it? This tower's really is the wrong shape for a kitchen. But we'll do that and that. Maybe we'll have a kind of a rotated kitchen thingy going on. Okay, and we shall go and grab some more of you. You're done as well, so we can go and put you away. We'll do another one of those for the corner. Now there is one thing I really do want to make, because I think it's going to make a huge difference. That helps. And we can pop in all of the various food items that we have about our person, except for that. And obviously we can go and grab all of these as well, and they can all go in. Not the redstone, that's not going to help me a great deal. It would probably make sense if I ordered my inventory a little bit so it was kind of a semblance of tidy. And then when you're doing all of this, you're not, you know, putting the wrong things in for one, like I just did. The other thing I'm tempted to do is to take the only keep the ingredients and take the main meals, so the curry, rice, and that is the only thing, and put those into a cupboard somewhere, just so it's easier to know what's what. And I do realise that those rustic tomatoes will probably not work in this, but it doesn't really matter. That can go in, they can go in there. And then obviously you can go and grab all of, oops, not that, those out as well. That can go in there. Oh my god, that's full already. We'll keep those. Yeah, well, I do understand where they're coming from. Typically speaking, kitchen corner units don't contain stuff. It's, you know, it's the nature of the beast. They just don't, because they're in the corner and you can't get to them. But it doesn't mean that if I'm tempted to kind of come over to here, and then we'll do, I don't know, because you haven't got a you haven't got an alternative corner unit there, have you? Right, let's go and see about a toaster. We need a bucket of lava for that. Don't mind me, Mr. Enderman. Okay. Night. Doubt it. There's no bots, just me. Okay, toaster. We need some more iron. Damn it. You know what, I'm going to sleep the night off and... We'll decide where this actually lives in the long run. Iron. Can there be a song request? You can request all you like, but you ain't going to get me singing. Mainly because I wouldn't do that to my worst enemy. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I wouldn't do. That's not right. That's right. You know what? I don't very rarely make. Button. Bouton. Make me a bouton, please. There we go. And now, make me a toaster. So we got the toaster. What else do we need? Tool rack. Iron nuggets and slabs. Iron nuggets and some wooden slabs. No, I can't. I don't actually tend to monetize these on the YouTube channel, but that still doesn't mean that you want any chance of copyright strike. I'm going to move that up to there. I know it looks odd, but there you go. And we shall place one over here, and we shall place one over there, just for good measure. And then we'll pop that there, and we'll pop this one here. What else do we need? There is one thing that I really want, and I want to make this, but I need a bloody bucket of milk to do that, which means I need to bloody tame a cow. Yes, I will, but I need to make the milk jar first, and to do that I need a jar of milk, so I need to get a cow, and that's going to be entertaining to say the least. Toast. Oh, we need the items, don't we now? So we're going to need all of the above, I think. I don't think I've got any of the tools, have I? Yeah, but I need to milk something first, and that's the that in itself is the challenge. I will, let's just say that I will not take my chances on copyright free. I've been burnt by copyright free before. So we need cutting board, copper. Yeah, we can do with copper, can't we? Let's go get some metals. Let's make some tools. Let's make some cooking implements. Copper. So I should be able to win miss. Okay. Of course we are. Let me take some of that. That should be enough. Take that. And we should be good to make that. One of them. Can we make that? Yes, we can. Can we make that? Yes, we can. That, believe it or not, we can. That we can't. That we can't right now. That we can't, and that we can't. but that's fine. So start. Giga pickle. Yep, I haven't got any cows. That's the fun bit. Okay, let's pop that on there. That and that go in there. So we need bricks for that. Stone, wood. Most of this is just the ovenware. I think we might struggle with. No, not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Okay, we've got the ovenware. What else did we need? Stone and sticks. One of them. One of them. One of them. One of them. Gimme. Should be it. I think we should have a full complement of stuff now, with the exception of the old Milky McMilky. What do we need? We need another rack. Which was that, wasn't it? Perfect. I haven't. That's one of the other reason I needed the compass is. Let's go and have a look at the compass. Let's go in here and let's set this to jungle. You need the tropical things, and they only grow in jungles. And this is ow. That's going to happen on a YouTube video. I think that's definitely not a stream one. Right, so what have we got? We can make all sorts of things. Can we make toast? Why can we not make toast? Butter. It needs butter. Can we make butter? No, of course we can't, because we can make peanut butter, but we can't make butter because we haven't got any milk. Cream, actually. Or silken tofu. We could do that if we had them. Jungle's Edge, yeah. Soy is fixed. It's not as good as it used to be. I need to empty my inventory a bit as well. Let me just sort myself out a wee bit. What time are we at? 10 o'clock. Good God already. Making progress, and we know it. Right, have I got the means? Let's pop that away. We'll get you. That goes in. That'll be fine. You can pour. Oh, turn that off as well. Right. What to do? Well, we need to still tidy inventory. Need to tidy inventory. Inventory tidying commence. That can go away. Oh, and that can definitely go away. Oh, we need to put that on the forgot one. And we'll take a coleslaw burger. Lovely. Grain, protein and veg. Have we got protein? Go for actually a bacon mushroom burger. That's everything except for fruit, which will be good. Thanks. It's nice to have a vote of confidence. Okay, where were we? Inventory. What have I got in the way of chests for this? Just the standards, but that's fine. What we'll do is we will make that, pop that there, and we'll take these 3 template items and place them in there, and we'll also take that and we'll place it in there. Then we got that at least covered. Sticks, we've got bones, can come out. That and that actually want to go up into storage. Anything else? That can go up to store. I'm going to keep a little bit of that actually on me, because it will be there we go. Sorted, not a biggie. Right, what was I doing before I was so rudely distracted? I know it's not difficult to distract me, but roast beef. Num 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 num. Sorry. Confirmed carnivore here. Let's sleep the night away and then we shall do something. Now, several things I actually have been wanting to do. This was one of them. Let me go. Have we got any dyes? I just want to see. I'm assuming we just use dye on these things, do we? Let me take a little bit of red dye. It doesn't really matter because this is just me being curious. So, ooh, purple kitchen, anybody? Not right now, but purple kitchen. Anyway, where were we? I would like to fix my arrow. That's the first. And we'll make sure we always have a bit of spare arrow fixing material on us, because that was a little bit too close for comfort. That we were, you know, very close to kicking the book. Well, not very close to kicking, very close to running out. Now, if I wanted to go in here and make an actual bow, because at the moment I've got a wooden short bow, which is fine, it's great, but it's not that great. So I can probably take it to. Let's have a look. Do we want to make it unbreakable? That's the first question. Or are we more interested in the draw speed? So if I were to go, let's have bow limbs. Cobalt bow limb is lightweight. Draw speed is, its range multiplier is pretty good, and its damage, bonus damage is 3. If you would go to Manulin, its draw speed is, I'm guessing that you want lower. Damage bonus is higher on that, isn't it? Copper is damage bonus 5. Wow. 6. So why has Manulin got such a crap bonus? Steel is 9. Steel bow, I mean the draw speed's cranked down. Or do you just go in at something like 6 with bronze? Magma slime would be fun, but no, it's not. No, that's actually, I'm looking at the wrong thing anyway there. Pig iron would be fun. Electrum, have I got Electrum, draw speed, and yeah, that's pretty good. The durability is low, but if we were to... Right, what about string? You can obviously, we can only go with the string, so that's one modifier. That's, so it should, Alright, let's try something. Let us try something. Don't know what yet. I'm going to try something, but let's get some string. Wow. Okay. Get some cotton and make some more string. Okay, that's good. Paper. 17. I think we need more than that. Okay, so I had a mental breakdown moment then of not realizing exactly what it was. I'll put that one piece away. We got paper. So if we were to go with a paper plate and 2 Electrum, okay, what have we got? We can make that. Now if I wanted Electrum, I'm going to need 2 of them and 2 of those. Let me get that out, because otherwise it's just going to bug me. And that will give us, have I even got a bow limb? I haven't, have I? So we need a cobble. We need to make a bow limb cast. That'll do us. Now the question is, can I get it to the point where it's unbreakable? Bow limb. Make me one of those, thank you very much. Make me aluminium brass, one of those. 4 ingots of Electrum, that should be enough. Oh dear, where are we? Oh, man, got box fit in the morning, that's going to be entertaining. Alright, see ya. Have fun. Yeah, I've got box fit in the morning, so I quite enjoy box fit as a means of keeping fit. The problem is try that again. The problem with box fit is that the gym has shared gloves. Yeah, I know, I spotted. And they stink. They absolutely stink. Aluminium brass. There you go. Make me one of those. Now that should, I think, be 2 ingots. Is it? Oh no. 3 ingots worth. Okay, it's not a problem. Bit more silver. Bit more gold. In it goes. So we've got 1 of them. Now the other thing we need to make is the string. So if I were to go in here and go with that, I'm going to go with 2 Electrum pieces to start off with, see how many modifiers we get, but I may try Electrum plus paper. I don't know whether it'll even work, but there is only one way to find out. We'll I think this will have 4 modifiers. Yes. Okay. Stupid question. And I know this is probably the most stupid thing in the world. It's got 5 modifiers. It's got a draw speed of 1. but its bonus damage is absolutely shocking. Boom. I mean, the durability of that is so crap. I think we'd be better off just going the whole hog and putting an obsidian plate on it. I could, but that means I need to go to the nether and do the embossment thing, and I'm a coward. Yeah, I am definitely a coward. Having said that, you know, it's not like we can't do both. I can go and grab the remaining obsidian over here. That's not a problem. Come here. No, shut it. I don't drink the drawbridge. So there's a little bit of obsidian left over here before we have to move further afield for more lava. And moss would be a thing, but again, that's been nerfed heavily. You have to kill things for that. It's possible, I suppose. Repair moss would make more sense, actually, because then I could just sit there and we can go with a bog standard electrum bow with a string and reinforced plate. I think reinforced plate is probably the way to go with this. Let me just plug that off. Plop. Why is it whenever I decide I want to come out and get obsidian, night falls, or looks like it's about to fall? Come on. Come on. Come on. Thank you. Well, there is that. And if I get the if I get the damage modifiers right on it, then we'll be laughing anyway. And yeah, it's an odd one. I think it's a kind of a mixed blessing. It's, you know, the moss that was free as long as you were in sunlight was actually pretty damn useful. But the mending moss obviously is better in a combat situation. If I get a chance tomorrow night, I'm trying to think, if you leave a sign or something around spawn with the XY coordinates of where your grave is and where this sniper is, then if I get a chance tomorrow, I'll see whether I can come on and have a look. Not so exactly what I'll be able to do, because I do need to catch up with all of you guys, because on there I've got bugger all. But I'm sure I could come up with something. Hup. Okay, almost. Well, we got enough now, I think, already. But now I'm here, I might as well have the lot, eh? Because it'd be wrong not to. Yeah. Yeah, so box fit in the morning, that'll be good. And then much covering of the service desk, which is not so good. Bang. Gimme. Alright, what do we got? I'm going to assume that this is all clear, but There's always a chance that it isn't. Not with the 1.3. I don't get excited about vanilla snapshots, I'll be honest. Yeah, turtles. Woohoo! The terrain generation stuff seems interesting. The fact that they've managed to get, or they're saying that it will not nerf your terrain gen on this new version, which I believe when I see it, but right, grab. I'm just going to grab this bit. Yeah, as I say, I'll never remember that between now and then. You know, age is set in my memory is not what it was. Okay, we're getting there steadily. No, you can't melt down diamond. Almost there. I know I didn't really need this, but as I say, it just seems silly not to grab the last of this while it's here. There's definitely some new friends underneath here as well. Alright. Somewhere down here. I don't know. They're definitely down there. Ah, there they are. Oh, that's not a very pleasant cave, actually. I'll leave them. No, I die. I do die, just rarely. I try not to. I try to come up with ways to minimise the chance of dying. It's one of those things, you know, you just avoid death. Like most normal people. As I've said before, that'll ruin your whole day. I am pleased with those though, I do like that. Just with the thing, as I say, we just need to vary the wood types up, and that's reasonably easily done. But what we do need to do is, right, we need, I think for a plate is, have I not got a cast of a plate? Damn it. Alright, fine, not a problem. We shall place you away in there. We'll grab our last piece of aluminium brass and cook that. In the meantime, we'll pour that. Yeah, well, I mean, well, I'm trying to think how many. Given what am I on, season 4 of? Yeah, regrowth is good. Yeah, I'm on season 4 of TFC. I could do with a nibble. And oh, not to put too fine a point on it. Right, you need 8. I'm going to try 4 ups. In fact, no, we'll do 8 because I can always cast 2 because it always smelt again. And we'll see what we get with that. Now, mending moss. Mending moss is a different kettle of fish entirely. So we need mossy cobble. Mossy cobble we can get with vines, can't we? And moss. Kind of obvious, but yeah, with vines. Vines and that. And we need 8, don't we? Is it 1 to 1? It is. Vanilla crafting, I tell you, man, it kills me. Oh, damn it. Did I only do 7 then? No? Oh, I need 9, not 8. 3 by 3 grid, that's 8, right? Alright, and then we want books. 1, 2, 3. And actually, I've got a whole load in there as well, haven't I? 1, 2. That should do us. Bang. And then we right click on that, eat some of our levels, and we have mending moss. Yay! Go science. Really pretty vines. I'll probably end up covered in them, won't I? Alright, what we got? 8 blocks. Now, I suspect that will use 4. Yes, it did. So to grab that up. Oh, I've got enough redstone to consider speeding the bow up. Man, this takes a long time. I hate string as a I prefer chisels and bits. Right, so what we got? 4 attack 3.1, attack bonus 4, draw range, durability. Okay, and then we are going to straight away stick some mending moss on it. So now it repairs itself. We'll pop that away, and that should, combined with this, be able to almost well, hopefully I would like to think it should be able to one-shot anything. I can't see what's over on that side. Let's go to the top of the tap. Whoa! Of course, it's got that electrical thing, hasn't it? Shocking. It's charged. It's ready to shock the hell out of it. Now, let's just wait until we get something to shoot then, shall we? Shouldn't take that long. I am happy with those walls though. Definitely happy. Right, you it won't be a building academy, or there will be some building involved, but I have got a pack set together, which was a challenge I was set well over a year ago actually by you probably know him, Papa Joe. I don't think I've seen him on tonight, or if he has been on tonight, he's been suspiciously quiet. And he did a couple of, he's a really good builder. I did a couple of builds, and one he said, I've got copies of them, the vanilla builds, right, which missed. One shot witch. I'll live with that. I will definitely live with that. Okay. But he set me a little challenge, and the challenge was to use modded Minecraft to rebuild or rejig his build, which is the Mage Academy. I can show you the Mage Academy if you don't mind waiting 2 minutes to log on. Let me just jump on. I'll show you what we're talking about, because we're kind of finished here anyway. I'll sleep the night off. The Mage Academy won't take long to load, so just bear with me while I come out of here. Now I'm just currently throwing the mods in that I'm going to use to redo it. Let me get there we go, launch that. with you in a moment. So I'd originally started doing this in a 110 environment, and obviously it just sat to one side, and now we're at 112. So I've got a 112 environment going. I've not allocated a huge amount of memory or anything, done any tweaking or anything to this right so far, but I have imported Joe's build. So let's go in and I will show you what Joe builds. This is a very small builder. He doesn't like to go too over the top, you know, not by a long shot really. He's very modest builder, just, you know, a little bit of a dirt hut on the side of a thing. So Joe's challenge to me was using modded Minecraft to improve this, and as you can see, it is huge. So I've kind of played around with the ideas of mods that I want to use. I'm thinking flat colored blocks will be one of them. Obviously we've got chisel. I'm going to show you what I've already got so far. I've got block craftery. We've got plants for the mainly for the additional wood types and things, and some of the options in here look quite nice. And the new plant jar. We've got rustic for new build items, chisel and bits. Forestry is there mainly for the ender woods, and obviously chisel for chisel with the extended chisel. So, oh, and world edit, that's the other thing, of course. So, because there's no way that I'm doing this by hand. So the challenge really he set me is to try and turn this into a modded build environment. Yeah, I think I'm going to need a bigger computer. He definitely doesn't do things by halves. It possibly is. If Joe were about, he'd be able to confirm where he's got this from. But there's an awful lot of things need to change. You know, we need to make it safe and non-spawnable. We've got an awful lot of stuff going on in here. He actually started building this on one of the mage servers as well, and if I can get around, I think it was around one side of here they had all of the Thorncraft stuff in one of these. Not this, yeah, it was over one of these with the side areas. This was all his Thorncraft area. So yeah, he's just not prone to overdoing things over the top. Yeah, it's massive. It is massive. It's a definite world edit job, without a shadow of a doubt. I don't know whether that was a mirror of the other side. I think it was. But yeah, so probably Bibliocraft will throw in any things. These dragons will obviously be changed around. We'll get some different colours things. This massive configuration up here is going to be challenging, to say the least. But yeah, I think it should be fun. I don't know. As I say, this was Joe's build. The challenge to me was to actually do something with it. So I honestly don't know what Joe's inspiration for this was, but it certainly could have been based, or there certainly looks to be elements of inspiration from it. I like it. I think it'll be interesting. I don't know how much of a series we'll get out of it, but it will be using things like, as I say, good old world edit, stone brick with netherrack. I think that will work. Yep, there we go. So that is going to be integral to being able to do anything with this. I'm working on that. It's going to take a lot more effort. The definite, I mean, you know, Joe's just like the rest of us. He will draw his inspiration from a myriad of places, including and not limited to Skyrim. But these dragons should be fun. The entire thing should be fun. It'll just be a matter of when I actually get a chance to get in here and do something. And this ice will need to change out to something, which is why I think flat coloured blocks will be an ideal replacement, because it allows me to illuminate things better and do stuff. But yeah, I think on that note, I'm going to call it an evening. Look for this one coming to you soon. But until next time, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you soon, and bye for now.